Welcome to the Opie and Anthony Show.
Never before has one radio show been so extreme. Oh my God. So vulgar.
Fuck you, I'm not a pussy. I was accustomed to getting blown and having my ass eaten.
This is insane. I mean, this is insane.
So flatulent.
Why do we even try? Let's just fart into the mics and call it a day.
This is the funniest shit ever.
It's a weird show.
That's what's real. That's sex.
Tune in with no expectations.
Quite simply, the greatest show in the history of broadcasting.
Here we are, the Opie and Anthony Show.
Another 4 hours of love.
You guys having a good time or what?
Yeah, check, check it. I'm up early in the morning, yawning. Put Opie Anthony, yeah, Jimmy Tranny pointing. Opie like brother man, Ant wants to join the clan. Jimmy on the other hand, he working the other hand.
Turn my headphones up.
There are horrible people to say in this old objectionable human beings, and I want you to know unacceptable to my scene, but I'll give it a go. 50 Cent, Larry King, Opie and Anthony Show.
Go. I know you're feeling the flow, while Opie's mother hucking, Jim's trying to get blown. And we come to play around and we still in the show. I know you never heard nothing like this before.
How important is your board? Bored you'll never be, and don't worry about getting shot when you're with Anthony. Oh yeah, on the edge of your chair. Cause you really want to hear Opie, Anthony, and Jimmy. Just keep it right here.
It's the Opie and Anthony Show.
Yeah, the Opie, Anthony Show.
Yeah, check it. It's the Opie and Anthony Show. Yeah.
It's the Opie, Anthony Show.
Yeah, 50, Larry, now Mike Tyson up in this bitch. It's the Opie and Anthony Show.
Enough of this palaver. Let's get this show on the road.
Good morning, everyone.
All right. Okay.
Might sound all right.
That's not bad.
I cannot believe that those guys did that for us.
That is a good
We've
intro.
heard it a lot now, but
Yes.
every Friday we play that, and I'm just blown away that we have 50 Cent, Larry King, and Mike Tyson rapping about the radio show.
Yeah. It's huge.
The mics sound a little weird, but
They're
considering what happened the last 2 days,
you know, it is different.
We'll be all right.
It's different, but okay.
Right. You know,
And then you get used to it after a little while anyway, and then it becomes the new normal.
yeah, we were knocked off the air for a day and a half or so.
Yes.
Without a long bitch session, I just want to quickly say
Mars is what?
incompetent, and obviously it's all his fault.
Oh, Mars. I see there's a new little computer down by my feet. What is that? Does that run the whole show?
Right.
If I kick it, what happens?
What is that?
Yes, if you kick that, we're done.
What is it?
It's a new little computer down there, a little tower.
Well, you know how you say that I'm boring on the air, especially when I talk this technical jargon. So that CPU was in the frame that runs clocks.
Right.
So we just the CPU fried.
See, that's the problem.
Get the CPU.
The problem is we have clots.
Yeah.
They want to keep that shit flowing.
Uh-huh.
What?
Clots.
All I want to say is really quickly, because I know the true fans, they fucking get sick of the bitching, but we told the company that we're in an old studio with really old equipment, and now it's breaking down. And then I got in trouble because I'm tweeting about it. They got mad at my tweets. I'm like, fuck you, man. Fix our shit.
When the machine breaks down, we break down.
Right, and then you won't get shitty tweets about the company. You know?
They had a little hissy fit about that?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. But sue the company, and they'll be cool with you and throw you a fucking party.
Big birthday party, apparently.
But it's we have very old equipment in here. Where you going, Mars?
I'm gonna show you. Hold on.
Oh.
It's not good. Mars is supposed
Well,
to
Mars
be in
is-
here.
It's show and tell.
Well, Mars is very excited we're back on the air because he's going to cover his ass now because a lot of people are pointing fingers at Mars.
Oh, yeah.
And that's why I wanted to talk about this just for a few minutes, I swear, and then we'll move on. This has nothing to do with Mars.
No.
We've been bitching to Scott Greenstein about how this is a really shitty studio. This was supposed to be temporary when we moved over from XM because we had that state-of-the-art studio. They spent about $1 million on that studio, Ant. You know that, right?
Yeah.
Back in the day. And then they moved us over here, said, no, it's going to be great. It's only temporary. We're going to put you in this one studio, and we'll redo it. What is that?
What happened to that?
Guys, I'm showing Opie and Anthony a ribbon cable that connects the
ribbon
motherboard to a hard drive.
Right.
And if you can see, it's actually almost disintegrating.
The
Look,
insulation is
Oh,
just
my God.
crumbling off of it, and
crispy.
it was twisted around a little, so it just shorted out.
Right, exactly.
So
That
it's
was the
falling
problem.
apart. How
Yes.
old is that thing?
I think about 6 years old. That's when we got that frame.
Is that long for a piece like that?
Oh, yeah.
Especially when the lid sits right on top of it. And
Right.
there's like no vent.
It's just heating up and burning the insulation off of everything. Wow, that's fucking. But what made it at that 1 second just decide, oh, the wires are going to touch together?
But look
right
at that.
then and
He just rubbed it with his hands a little bit, and it's
Yeah.
like it has dandruff.
there. It's like jizz on your
completely
stomach when
falling
you wake
apart.
up the next morning.
Ah.
Potato flakes.
You know,
yeah.
but they I don't know. It's you know, they don't want to do the right thing, and then you bitch about them not doing the right thing, and then you get in trouble for tweeting.
Oh boy,
It's amazing to me. You know, our all the equipment in here is very, very old. We don't even want to be in this tiny little studio.
No.
But if we're going to be in this studio, then you got to give us the real shit.
at
Period.
least a working studio.
Right.
That'd be nice when it doesn't crash.
And then there's complete incompetence because we were all told the studio was ready to go yesterday, and then I live close, so I was already here. You're on the way in, and then Mars is like, they shouldn't have told you this thing was working. It's not even close to working.
I was pretty close when I got the Sam Roberts phone call.
Who told you that it was working yesterday?
I got an email. I got an email from Dandy Don Wicklin.
Right.
That said, might not be a show tomorrow.
Right.
Because studio's still down. Stay tuned, stay close. And then it was, studio's up and running, show tomorrow.
Right.
And that was from email from Wicklin. So I'm like, oh, okay, well, we're coming in, we're doing a show.
Right.
And then it was like, no one should have said that. So who told Don that the studio was fixed?
You're going to have to ask Don that question.
I love it. This place is the best.
Wow, isn't that amazing?
I love it.
I'm not blaming Don Wicklin.
I'm not
at all.
blaming anybody.
He might have
at
got
this
some
point.
info from somebody else, and that's why he sent out the email.
Well, that's just
Period.
it. I know Don Wicklin wouldn't have just on his own said, I think the studio's fixed.
Of course not.
Someone told him
Of course.
that it should be up and I bet they said it should be up and running by tomorrow.
Right. Couple really fast things. People are like, well, why don't you guys just leave? We can't leave. We're under contract. If we leave, they'll hold us to that, and you're not going to hear our voices anytime soon.
Get
okay.
sued too.
The other thing is, and I know this was a hater, but he did make a good point, so fuck it.
Wow.
He's like, you guys just keep on bitching and bitching, but you don't do anything about it. And he's right.
Wow.
He's right. If we don't do anything about it come October, then it's our fucking fault.
Yeah.
All right? Period. You're right. We don't do anything about it for whatever reason. Because then every contract comes around and they give us a little bit.
Yeah,
A little bit just to kind of, keep us coming back for more. But, it's time to get a lot. And if we don't do that, then it's our own fucking fault, period. The writing's on the wall. It's very obvious. We want to do way more with this radio show than they don't. It's not that they don't care about us, because I've been thinking about this a lot in the last 2 days. I've seen the numbers. They say we're like pretty much the second most popular show here at Sirius XM behind Howard. So they care, but they don't care as much as we do.
Yeah.
We want to be doing a lot more with this radio show, and they just think, we got them. They got a little studio, and the numbers are great for those guys. So that's all that
So we
should
don't
matter.
have to give them anything else.
No.
Yeah, they're getting the job done with what we give them.
So I don't believe they don't care. at all, but they don't care as much as we do. You know, we want to be doing animation festivals. We want to be doing that boat cruise. We want to maybe, you know, dip our feet back into the comedy show arena again.
Hells yeah, yo.
But we need support from the company we work for, and they just don't see it.
Yeah.
But they, you know, day-to-day shit, they're happy. They're happy because the subscribers are up because of us. I mean, our portion of it, obviously. I'm not going to be like an idiot down the hall and claim that all the success of SiriusXM is because of us. Of course not. But in our little world and what they need from us, we're doing very, very well. Mm-hmm. Extremely well.
Absolutely.
No, it's fucked up. Like, we have these Denon CD players in front of me. I thought these things were maybe 10 years old. See, Mars is laughing. No, when I discovered that these things are really old. Recently, I got that video from Brother Weeze of Sam Kinison in his studio from 1989. I posted some of it on my YouTube channel.
Yeah.
But in that video are Denons.
Same one.
Denons. These things are almost 25 years old, right?
They're very old, yes.
These are 25 years old.
Wow.
Sturdy.
25 years old.
Don't worry, we got a whole bunch in the back to replace those.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So, you know.
New technology.
And the one thing, because I know Scott Greenstein, I'll say his name, he's very mad at my tweets. You know, but the guy has just lied to me over and over again, so I don't know what he expects. You know, this studio was supposed to be temporary. It's not. We're not moving to a bigger space. He told me to my face we were going to, take this wall down and they were going to give us a little taste of what was behind this. That did not happen. Mm. He told us he wants a big event from us, so we hand him a big event, and that's not happening. So what does he expect? He gets no respect from me. I'll speak for myself because I know people around here get nervous when I start talking like this. But he gets no respect from me because nothing happens. He just lies to your face to make you go away so you can move on to the next meeting. And I personally have no problem leaving this company right now. No problem. But make sure, I got to make sure I can work tomorrow, though. Because I ain't going to sit around and do nothing until they officially release us. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So with that, we're back in our shitty studio that they kind of duct tape back together again.
Yeah, we got it kind of.
But then Tim Sabian
shoved together with bubble gum.
Tim Sabian, I had a bunch of conversations with him the last day and a half, and I feel bad for Tim because I go, Tim, man, I wanted to work with you years ago, and I go, I think you might have came late to the party. We're kind of wrapping up now, You can see what's left in the keg. You might be able to get a cup of beer or two in that red cup.
Keg's starting to float.
It's floating in the water, so go see what you can get out of the keg. But this party is almost over. Because, oh, man, just give me a chance. Because I do believe in Tim Sabian. Because he's the first guy since Eric Logan that understands actually how to do radio, which this whole thing is. It's radio.
Yeah.
They like to think of it as an entertainment company and all that, but I haven't seen one person in these hallways that actually looks at this as radio. Eric Logan did.
Yeah. But
the rest of them don't, including Scott Greenstein. He doesn't understand how radio works. He understands how to hobnob with celebrities and then get a good press release going. And if that works for the company, so be it. But we needed a guy that knows radio. We finally got him, but I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
You got to vigorously pump the old keg before every pour now.
Right. Right.
Mostly foam.
And then I told Anthony when I got in this morning, like they're looking at this as a victory that they got the studio back up and running. And we want better victories than good news, guys. Your studio is back working.
That's a victory. That should just be. The studio should just work.
Right.
That shouldn't be a victory.
And the fact is, no matter, what you do for a living, shit happens, obviously. But we've been telling them for, I was trying to figure, at least 3 years, that this is an old fucking studio. Yeah. With old equipment and old computers. And, we could go around the room, big giant monitors and Denon players that are from the at least late 80s.
There were some cords in the back here of the Denons that they look like the little thing I used to have to hook my joystick up to with the computer.
Right.
On my computer with the two screws and this shouldn't be like that. Should be new.
But,
shiny.
But like that hater said, he's right. I mean, if we don't do anything about it in October, then it's our own fucking fault.
Hey.
We either get this, figured out, properly.
Proper.
Or we fucking have to just fucking move on.
Yeah.
Period. So.
Yeah.
With that said, Mars, how'd you fuck up this one?
I don't know. It'll come out and it'll come out soon. I don't know.
I love that you're saving that piece for when they try to blame you.
Oh yeah,
that's the only reason he still has that. Because most people, when they're fixing shit, they just throw everything away.
No, he needs the evidence.
He fucking kept it for evidence. Yep. But are they going to say you should have known that piece was going and you should have replaced it?
No, the big talk is.
Scuttlebutt. What's the big scuttlebutt?
Yeah, what's the scuttlebutt?
Around the place.
People thought that the room was ready yesterday when I never said it was.
All right, that's going to be the big issue.
That's the big issue.
Everything else doesn't matter. The fact that the studio went down in the first place, that's all nothing. Now they'll just concentrate on who said it was ready yesterday, completely losing focus on what's the important part of this whole thing.
It's an issue of miscommunication.
Right, they love that.
Technology.
They love that. There's going to be memos and meetings and stuff. And now the fact that the studio went down in the first place, that doesn't even really matter anymore. It's peripheral.
But that's corporate bullshit.
To the corporate bullshit.
See, because all of a sudden, all of a sudden, I'm at fault because I tweeted my frustrations. It's like, let's keep to what's going on here. The studio is a piece of shit, and we've been telling you for years. But now that doesn't matter because I had horrible tweets about it, and trust me, I held back. But now it's not. Now it's about. It's not about faulty equipment. It's that people are starting to think that you were the one that said the studio was ready.
Someone said something. We got to find out.
Technically, technically, Mars is in charge of this little spot.
Right.
We got to find out who said that. Big investigation, I bet. Oh, boy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I know exactly what happened.
Corporate bullshit. It's like Initech.
Well, you had to get
you
had to get other people involved who want to spend the bare minimum here, and they checked a few things and went, "Oh, if this is see, how smart am I, Mars?" And I'm not even in your world, but I know this. So they don't want to spend a lot of time on us, obviously, because we're not a priority by any means. So this person came in, heard a few things were working, and just assumed, okay, the studio's back and running. Am I right? Mm-hmm. Did we talk before the show? Of course not.
No, we did not.
But that's pretty much what happened. I saw your Sam.
Mars is having a real tough time biting his tongue this morning.
But you saw him fist pump like I was right?
I saw some severe body language, like Opie was racing down the right track.
It's like, okay, that nonsense is done. We can move on to, polishing Howard's fucking chair for the next time he broadcasts. Make sure it's all polished, all nice and shiny.
That's the important part, right?
All right.
Well, we're here.
A lot of people are trying to blame the cereal incident on the faulty equipment.
Oh, boy.
I did hear during yesterday's Ron and Fez show.
Right.
A single Lucky Charms marshmallow was found under the board.
Oh, so
really?
That might have been it.
And Fez told me that he didn't know if pulling that out would be, we found the cause of the problem, or pulling it out would be the one piece that was holding everything together.
Fixing everything.
Woo!
Oh, boy.
Why?
Oh, no.
I like the new Fez. He's back.
Fez is back.
So, Mars, you had to sit through Ron and Fez yesterday to make sure that... so what, you got the studio up and running in time for those guys?
Yes. And I had to sit around and make sure that everything was properly functioning during the show.
They forced you to sit here the entire show?
They didn't force me. I just do an operational check and stuff, and I was very stressed out yesterday.
Oh, were you?
And I'm the type of person that when I stress out, I get very tired, very sleepy.
You're like one of those sheep that just tip over when they're stressed out. The fainting fucking sheep.
So you had to just sit here for 4 hours.
Yes. No, not 4 hours. I didn't sit here for 4 hours. I sat here for an hour.
Handcuffed to the...
well, you sat here for an hour. How long did you sleep?
Oh, boy.
Not quite sure. Right?
I'm not sure about that. Go, Mike. Go, Mike.
as we speak. This man has been working so long that you'll be able to hear this now. This is Mars sleeping in the corner. He's been working on this since yesterday morning.
Wow. Oh boy.
This is our engineer Mars. Jeez. You might want to get a mask. I know you are, but Mars, snoring like that is what killed Reggie White. You got to be very, very careful.
Oh my God! It sounded like Terry Schiavo at first.
Wow, that was loud.
That was loud, Mars.
Damn.
That was the first time Mars heard that back, by the way.
Oh, yeah, no idea they were.
No.
They fucked you?
No, I had an idea.
Ron
when
and
I
Fez
woke up.
fucked you. You understand that, right?
Not necessarily.
Yeah, they fucked you. They should have let you sleep in peace. They're evil human beings.
They couldn't do a radio show. It was too loud over on the couch.
Yeah.
Right. Nothing says you suck than looking in the corner and seeing someone fucking snoring, by the way.
Oh yeah, that'll take you out of your show pretty quickly.
Wow, man, you got a sleeping problem.
Yes, I do.
You got to take care of that.
Yeah, my wife gets startled all the time, wakes me up. She thinks I'm dead.
Wow. And what do you like? Narcoleptic? Do you just go to sleep really quickly?
I can.
Easily? Yeah.
Yep.
I would assume every human being has a sleeping problem.
Some kind of disorder.
I've never met a person that goes, "Oh God, I sleep like an angel every night."
Yeah.
Every single person you talk to has some kind of issue with their sleep habits. All right, so good job falling asleep on Ron yesterday.
Thank you, Opie. I try.
Right.
Yeah.
Fez didn't mind that the attention was taken away from him for a few minutes while they focused on you snoring, or what?
Oh.
What happened?
First of all, the show's called Ron and Fez.
Ron and Fez.
You can't say falling asleep on Ron.
This won't bode
Falling asleep
well.
on Ron.
It's not called Ron.
What?
The show's not called Ron.
Oh.
It's Ron and Fez.
Right. Love Fez.
He's back.
He walked by our meeting the other day, and I was waving like a lunatic to show that I support him. You saw it.
I saw the waving. I haven't heard a lot to back that up, but I saw the waving.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
Eric?
It's the E-Rock.
Hey.
You got something to add?
No.
Oh.
Take a photo of this.
Oh.
Mars is staying standing up because he knows if he sits down, it's Dunsky.
He's going to
back to
pass
Snoozeville.
out.
Yeah.
No, I'm good to go today.
I want to take a photo of that, too.
Absolutely.
Before they shut down my Twitter officially. Can you make it all flaky on the board again?
Absolutely.
Because that's really impressive.
Mm-hmm. Oh, boy.
So
that insulation just crumbles right off of that thing.
What flashes through your head when, like, you wake up from an obvious deep sleep and you realize you're live on the Ron and Fez show? Is it like fear?
No, I thought it was really funny. Fear of what?
No, I mean, just because you're so surprised. Like, when you wake up sometimes, you're like, what the fuck is going on?
No, they got me. I'm like, these bastards got me.
You knew immediately.
Oh, damn,
That's
huh?
funny.
Eric, just send that one to me. Your picture will be better.
All right, well, that sucked. To hear the Opie and Anthony Show 5 days a week live on satellite radio, online on your phone or tablet, or even on demand, go to SiriusXM.com. Also, interact with the Opie and Anthony Show on Twitter, @Opie Radio, @Anthony Cumia, and @Jim Norton.